This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, we have Hannah Fuller, who's actually one of Dan's clients and a pretty cool person in the world of health and fitness.
Three, two, one. This should be different, Dan.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Dan Meek.
And me, Tom Hall, and we've got one more guest. Who are you?
I am Hannah Fuller.
Beautiful.
Fitness
Hannah,
influencer. That's what we need at the end of it. Just fitness influencer. That's it.
Oh no, not happening.
Straight in. Not
Doesn't
happening.
like that.
No. What? What would you class yourself as, Hannah, in the world of fitness? Obviously, we're bringing in people doing our Dream Gym Day. What would you say your role in fitness is, or within health, or within activeness, or whatever? What do you do?
I would say I'm just a general gym goer who kind of loves the gym. Therefore, I think 20 or something when I started, 20-year-old who loves the gym kind of had a fitness Instagram. So that's probably where it came. I guess I'm a yoga instructor as well, which kind of goes in the fitness world. And then more in the sort of business fitness side, I am account manager for an activewear brand.
There we go. Yeah.
So
Definitely fitness related. All of it.
Correct.
Is
That's what we're
yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'd like going to the gym. Activewear is where, if we go reach out to Hannah for activewear, essentially. Because you guys spend all day in that. So literally everybody in Marylebone.
Yeah.
Even if they go to the gym anyway. Is that basically what the people do? They don't really go to the gym, but they just wear it.
Oh yeah.
Elsewhere.
Yeah. 90% of activewear is just sold for walking around, school runs, food shopping. Yeah. I'm actually not in activewear today, which is rare.
Is it? This is completely off the topic of the podcast, but it must be. I wouldn't know the stats. You must know the stats. It must be one of like a fast growing industry.
Yeah.
It must be like it is. Yeah, I'd assume it is because, like I say, you see people wearing activewear. Like I see them go to school, and I know they don't go to the gym. I just know they don't, but they wear activewear, and it's that whole thing of like it's starting to now. A lot of it is based on activewear. Previously, I imagine used to be on how breathable it was, how well it worked in terms of allowing you to do fitness stuff, and now I imagine it's more about how it looks than ever before.
Yeah, it was a growing market pre-COVID, and then when COVID hit, that was it. Sales just rocketed.
Everyone lived in activewear.
Exactly.
It's just counterintuitive because you're like people don't go to the gym, but they're just there. It's comfy, right? And you're just like,
yeah,
I'm just not
you want to sit at home, and yeah.
I remember used to have an argument all the time. My brother-in-law, he used to say that jeans were more comfortable than joggers. He used to wear jeans like during the weekends all day, like sat around the house, all that sort of stuff. And he's like, yeah, they're just so much more comfortable. And I'm like, are you mad? Like, no, they're not. They're definitely not. And since COVID, he's changed his mind, obviously.
Okay. I was going to say, I need to find out where he's getting his jeans from because I've never had that.
See, I only have like one pair of jeans and they're from Uniqlo. I have several pairs of the same pair of jeans, not just one pair of jeans. But yeah,
I was about to say that.
I was like, I've only got one. But they're comfy. But they're stretchy ones.
Yeah.
They're good. They're like fake jeans, I guess.
Basically leggings.
Yeah, essentially, but apparently that's not cool now. But yeah, not meant to be wearing like really skinny jeans, Dan. Like we can put them away, so we've got to change them up. Boot cut apparently is back in.
Well, I haven't worn a pair of trousers for God knows how long. I mean, I don't need to now, luckily. But the thing I love is the fact that you can wear socks and sliders now. That's a thing apparently that everyone's comfortable with. Like I'm so happy about that.
I do that
more so over here.
Shop.
More so here than in the UK as well. Like it's just a lot of people do it here. I mean, usually they're wearing designer, sliders rather than I'm wearing Nike sliders. It doesn't look quite as cool, but it's definitely more of a thing here.
I do, just Adidas sliders in like Vans socks when I'm walking to Gales in Maida Vale, and they're just like, "What's going on?"
Hannah's like, "Look, Hannah's in fashion." She's like, "Oh my God."
Definitely not. This is going to be interesting when we get around to what you normally wear to the gym, because I feel like you may be a little bit more like Holly in terms of had some stuff to do and not so much like wear a band t-shirt and whatever's going on. So it's be interesting.
I think this is where guys and girls are so different with the gym, though.
It's so different.
It's just
yeah. So yeah, basically,
I feel like men are getting there. Men are getting more fussy with their activewear for sure.
Some men, I think.
Yeah.
So just completely off the ball. What would be top 3 activewear brands for people to buy? What are the best for? Obviously, you probably can say the one you work for, but
Yeah, can I say other ones? Well, Biore, number one, is the main one. So Biore, it's a US activewear brand, fastest growing activewear brand coming out of the States. And then we just launched our international business about a year ago, with the UK and European business sort of leading. So that would be number one. Go get Biore. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can say other ones, but I do love Lulu leggings.
there we go. That's all we wanted to know.
Lulu Aligns, easy. And then I do still love Lorna Jane. I can't break away from that. So yeah, their product is good.
Beautiful. I think me and Dan probably I can concur on Lulu. So
I like the look of I don't know how to say it properly. Fiore's.
Fiore. Yeah.
Is it the joggers I'm looking at right now? Like on the thing? Yeah.
Performance joggers.
The ones with that, they got the gathered bottom to them. They look pretty pretty comfortable.
In our dream knit fabric.
You're selling it to me,
fabric. Yeah,
dream knit fabric straight away. I'm on that.
Opening in Dubai, mate. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, if nothing else, you might have sold a pair of joggers out of it. So
So we're going to round out, obviously, your whole Dream Gym day, and we've got a variety of things to ask you, Hannah, and we want to go into an annoying amount of depth, basically, about these very superficial subjects. That is about what we're about to do. So starting off, everybody gets his first question, is protein shake or protein bar?
I mean, I feel like on my dream gym day, probably neither. I don't know if I would have fake protein on a dream day.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to choose, it would be a bar. Definitely. I wouldn't have a shake. I don't know if anyone has shakes anymore.
The weird thing here is I could probably answer some of these questions.
For me.
Hannah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking now, I was like, she'd definitely choose protein bar. There's no way you would choose protein shake in a million years.
Yeah.
You'd probably go through the dream workout and everything as well. But yeah, before we go really into it though, we have to, because we've had to reiterate this to some people so far. I think you've already grasped it. This is your dream day. Like you can do anything, anywhere. You can fly anywhere and do anything you want. Because we had this with Mike yesterday, and it was a bit of a like, he went to the gym around the corner and went to his garage to get his drink from. It was like,
it's like open your mind.
Well, maybe and what we were trying to define was maybe he lives his dream life. That could well be the case.
Yeah.
But I want to make it very, very clear that you can do whatever you want within this. So don't think like
me and Dan are like the gym kind of genies, right? And we're going to do stuff. We're going to be able to get things and make it work. So you could have any kind of protein bar in any kind of way at all. So
this
what
is
would be because you must have had some sort of indulgent protein bar over the time. I feel like you're one that may have ordered something.
I've actually not. What was there was one that you guys raved about that my friend had. Protein Pantry.
Protein Pantry were the ones that we were like, if we opened a coffee shop, these are the cakes if we'd have. Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I wouldn't put in an order. I don't know. I can't remember what one we had. I think it was no, it wasn't Kinder Bueno. But yeah, it was all right. Mediocre. But as well, I feel like with some of them, it's maybe 400 calories for a protein bar. And I'm like, I could have had a proper cake for that. Something that was actually decent. So yeah. So
you'd be like sprinkling a little bit of whey on a real cake. So, or what did Holly do in terms of doing protein sludge on it and then lick it off?
No, whey doesn't exist in my dream protein snack or dream gym snack. Maybe in protein.
Hannah's breaking the rules already. There's no rules really, but yeah, you can go. You're basically going to have a cake on your dream gym day for your protein shake or protein bar. This sounds like
that sounds like a dream to me. Yeah,
good choice. Fair. I'm going to say that. Good choice.
Absolutely. All right. AM or PM workout?
AM, definitely AM. I can't train in the evening. Nothing. I can do yoga and that's it. Anything that requires energy or thought process, it's gone.
Is there a particular time?
On a dream gym day, it'd be about 10, 11. Usually it's
Cool.
first thing in the morning, but yeah, that wouldn't be the
Yeah.
ideal scenario.
Just behind the curtain, both me and Dan know what time Hannah normally trains in the day, and if she picked that, fucking madness. Yeah, it's
No one's
between
picking
like 6:30 and 7 a.m. in there, just like, and like even my clients at that time, they're always like, she's always here, like she's so dedicated, it's insane. I was like, yeah, she's weird, so it's fine.
I did just have to get up earlier than that for calls with my team in Australia. So then it was kind of like dead time between 6 and 9 in the morning, because what else are you going to do with that time?
Chill
And
out, have coffee, yeah, eat breakfast, do whatever you like.
Well, just
I
go
still,
to-
I still find it, yeah. Even if like forced, obviously, I'm normally like I'm getting paid to be at a gym training someone at 7 a.m. That's the only reason why I'd be there. No chance. I don't think I'd like, even if the day was there. But yeah, so 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty much every single person so far that we've had. There's been around about 11, so they can have a little gentle wake up as they start to go, right? So,
Yeah.
beautiful. What music are you going to be listening to as you start your Dream Gym day, or throughout the whole session? Are you going to go podcast? Are you going to go music? Is there any genre? Is there a perfect album or artist that you're going for?
I'm definitely more podcast. Music if I'm doing cardio, if I'm like on a treadmill. But
Dream Gym day, you're probably not doing cardio. Well, you might have done.
Yeah.
So.
No. Yeah. 10 years ago maybe, but now no. Podcast session. Yeah.
What kind of podcast?
Push-pull legs, obviously.
Yeah.
Goes without saying, right? Yeah.
I feel like people always come to me for fitness podcast recommendations, and I mean, apart from push pull legs, but I feel like you guys don't really talk fitness. I hate fitness podcasts. Most of them I think are the most boring things ever. Yeah, I'm like, I want to work out. I don't want to listen to people talking about working out, which I realize is exactly what we're doing right now. Yeah, no, I listen to more like American comedy podcasts because they're just way more entertaining, especially at that time in the morning.
I feel like my experience of podcasts is very, very limited. And I feel like there is so much out there that I just am not, I would probably really enjoy, like you just said there, like comedy podcasts. It doesn't even cross my mind really to listen to them in that way. But I listen to, I listen to like the Ricky Gervais show, and they're old. They're from like 2007, 2008. Someone's found them, all the recordings, and put them on YouTube, which is great. And then when me and Tom were in Italy playing golf, we listened to the Off Menu one, which is kind of where he's got the idea for this.
Yeah.
Which was kind of good, quite funny. But I just realized that like I haven't broadened my horizons with podcasts, even though I do one. I haven't done one for this long. It's mad to me that people listen to them for like comedy, and like there's serial killer ones and there's like documentary ones. And I'm like, what? Like, I just don't spend enough time listening to stuff. I've got too much work to be doing, to be fair, probably. But yeah, it does seem like an odd thing. Listen to in the gym as well. Like I thought it would be a bit off-putting.
Yeah, I can't do what you do. I can't put a podcast in whilst I work out. I feel like it needs my attention. I can commute, and I like putting a podcast when I'm commuting around town or like driving or stuff like that, or when I'm playing golf by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do it whilst I'm working out. Don't know why. I feel like I'm going to miss stuff.
I feel like the podcasts that I listen to don't really require much attention. Dan, if you want to broaden your horizon of podcasts, my favorite one is called Girls Gotta Eat, and it's the best podcast out there, and it will definitely broaden your horizon.
Sounds like that.
I mean, yeah.
The title is sold.
Yeah. Another great one is You Up, which is by Betches Media. It's also very good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
is
like
it going to be a very female podcast? Is it a very, very? It looks like a very female podcast. Girls Gotta Eat on date. Hang on, is they've got a full-on website on dating, sex, and relationships? Yeah, I can only imagine what that's going to be like. Yeah,
it's great.
I'm not sure I can hack it.
Cool.
No, I don't think you could.
Circling back, Hannah, what are you doing pre-workout? What is happening from that? Obviously, it's perfect day. Before your 10, 11 o'clock slot where you're going to wander into whatever gym that you're going to go to, what are you doing beforehand? What's your pre-workout routine? What's going to be perfect for that little bit?
I think just chilling, kind of waking up, having a slow start to the morning, having a coffee, and then just wandering up to the gym.
Are
Nothing.
you having breakfast before the gym?
No, can't do that. I might have a yogurt or something light, which I guess.
Dream day. I'm gonna have some yogurt.
Yeah. Oh, that's literally my dream food. Dan will know. I consume ridiculous amounts of Greek yogurt.
Yeah, Hannah eats 110 grams of protein in a day, and I can guarantee you 90 grams of it is yogurt. Yeah, that'll be it.
Consumed by 10 a.m. That's me.
No, I've got to say, like, I do a similar thing. I have those like little yogurt pouches that got like 25 grams in them. Like
that's because you're a child, Tom. Hannah actually uses a spoon with yogurt out of the tub.
Coffee drops.
I don't like the drop thing. People love. I don't understand that.
Oh, they're so good, so good. Toffee drops in Greek yogurt. Add some fruit. Yeah,
add some fruit. I guess. Does the toffee not like overpower the fruit?
No, it's good. You're like a My Protein ambassador. You should have tried.
I'm not an ambassador. I'm a writer. Apparently, they pay me to write.
Okay.
The writers are one step below ambassadors in My Protein. They get codes. He doesn't get a code to give out. They get codes.
If anybody wants to use my code, it is Tom Hall PT. I never put it out because they were like, "Yeah, you got to share it." And I was like, "Got the wrong guy." I couldn't give a shit about that. So
I mean, the world really needs another My Protein code. I don't think it's out there.
If you want 37.5% off, you can use that. But if you're spending full price at My Protein, you've done something wrong. So that's the whole business model is discount. So that's absolutely fine.
I've just got on it now, mate. It says save 25% on everything. Anyway, regardless. So it's actually a 10% discount code then, really, isn't it?
That's all that happens there. So okay, yogurt and normal coffee. There's nothing. Is there anything crazy that you're going on through there?
Toffee drops in the coffee as well is good if I'm having the coffee at home. But I feel
surely it'll be a Pret subscription coffee, no?
Yeah, I was going to say on a dream. Well, no, again, not on a dream gym day. I'd be going
not on a dream day.
Yeah, no. Monocle or some RC Marylebone coffee shop, which there are plenty.
Do Monocle still have the cardamom buns?
I think so. I haven't been there for a while.
Good.
It's a little bit out of the way now because there's like Watch House has just opened on Cavendish Street, which is good.
I've not been yet, but
Oh, you need to go in there. I've been in far too many times, and they've got good cakes. And it feels like a science experiment in there. Like their actual like filter stuff is actually pretty good. So it's good, but I feel like the people behind the counter are too young. That's the one thing I'd say there. They're all a bit cool. It's all a bit Shoreditch vibes.
Edgy.
And I'm like,
in Marylebone.
I'm like, you're in Marylebone. This shouldn't be happening. So bit of edge, unfortunately. But I think that's coffee in it. Dan's like that. Dan would get a job there.
Yeah, I'm edgy.
All right, so that's going in, and then you're going to go into the gym. We kind of rounded this to you're only going to have two things that you're going to be able to do. Kind of slight constraint, really, but before that, is there a perfect warm-up? I'm assuming, we might take this question out because everybody says no. If essentially, what's a warm-up? I don't know whether, obviously Dan writes your program, so I don't know whether he writes in a warm-up or...
No, he did send me a video about 4 years ago of a warm-up, and I think I've done it once and then sacked that off. And he's never asked about it.
Just use 50% of the weight first set, you'll be fine. Like, that's all you need to worry about. You haven't got any problems, it's fine.
Exactly.
Beautiful. We're going to bin off that question, I feel, because everybody's like, unless I know they're a warm-up junkie, because I think K-Dot, the next person we have on, will be like, yes, we're going to go through this, body lifting.
The thing with warm-ups is like, we all know we should, and we all know that they're somewhat beneficial. But I just feel like if even PTs don't do them, it's kind of like a monkey see, monkey do thing, where it's like, well, if you're not going to do it, then why would I? Like, I think it'd be different if all PTs did it and they were really reinforced it to people. But I can't force people to do one because I don't do one and wouldn't do one. So I'm like, well, how can I realistically sit here and it comes back to the whole thing about people are always busy as well, and like there's always time constraints on a workout, and it's like, would I rather they actually lift or piss around moving their elbows between their fucking like spines and shit, and like I just don't know. I just feel like it's just a waste of time. which is
I've always been like a warm up junkie, but mine have gotten less and less and less now. I think I can get through what is deemed a movement prep or warm up in about 5 to 7 minutes now. I think that's enough.
If there was ever a warm up junkie, I thought it would have been you, Tom.
But then I think I class like in my classification of warm up, like I'm like, all right, it's normally just like rolling out and a little bit of mobility. I don't do much of that stuff. I get people kind of jumping around and squatting around and all that kind of stuff, but really, and I'm like, that's not in my brain. That's the warm up, but isn't really. But they think it's a bit of a workout because they're moving a little bit more. Because I'm like, you don't need to spend ages kind of rolling around on the floor. I don't think like it's fine. We'll do that during the fucking workout anyway. That'll be like a paired exercise or like something whilst you're resting. Yeah, give or take. Right. So we're gonna give you 2 things basically on your perfect dream day of working out. Obviously, you're going to be on the treadmill. I'm assuming that's just basically, or Barry's class, right? That's essentially what's happening.
Yeah, I've already done a Barry's, so that was my warm up.
Just to put this in perspective, we've known Hannah for quite a long time, and you used to love a class.
Yeah, class junkie. It used to be, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 classes back to back, third space, maybe one in the evening if there were people going. Yeah, bad time.
That is literally, and your coach is probably the person who is the complete opposite of that culture, I'd say.
Can't think about it.
Slowly managed to convince Hannah to give up the cardio classes. Just 3 a week now, so we're doing all right. It's not Barry's as well, luckily, so we're doing all right.
No,
there's a Barry's. But we'll
I think you just don't tell me about that anymore. You just be like, I did 2 bike sessions, they were great, and you don't tell me about Barry's anymore. Slightly doing it, but it's fine.
So if you've got one exercise that is kind of free weights that you can do, what are you going to pick?
Does pull-ups count as free weights?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's not a machine. You're going straight into pull-ups, any kind of grip, any kind of, are you going like rings? Is there any kind of, are you going pronated, supinated, neutral? You're like, what Dan tells me
what
to.
Any of that means. The grip is like this on the bars at third space. You know the ones I mean. In the main area.
Thumbs like an 11, right? They'll be like thumbs up position. There we go. Beautiful. So neutral, that would be. Which is correct, which is the correct answer. So where most people should be. You knocking out them. I'm sure you do them weighted.
Oh yeah. 100 kilos strapped to my waist.
That's the next program. That's the next one.
Yeah.
That's the next one.
Perfect.
Next month.
And then if you're going to go on any kind of machine-based exercise, what are you going to choose?
Do cables count as a machine?
Cables do count as machines.
Okay.
I think they can kind of border both kind of both bits if you really want to make them work that way.
Yeah. Okay, I feel I'll do that. I don't know what exercise in particular on the cables.
Probably what we need to know, Hannah. So far you've done I'm assuming like 10. How Dan writes is probably GBT, 10 sets of 10 on your pull-ups. Just do that. I know his programs. And what are you going to do on the cables to supplement it? Like is it a pull day? I feel like that's Dan's program. Is it pull day or is it upper body day?
Upper body day, definitely. Hate training legs. The worst session.
What is wrong with you?
I know. I think I'm the only female client of Dan's who's like, no, more upper body, please. Stop giving me leg day.
You're the only female client I program for who has more upper body days than lower.
Yeah.
There's not many you do that with. And I always try and hide the leg stuff in there somewhere as well. I'm always just trying to really sneak it in, like, just do this. It's kind of upper body, I promise. And it's like single leg RDL or something. You're like, Dan, I hate doing RDLs. Stop putting them in. Okay.
So Dan said one time that I could choose one exercise that I don't get in my program. So I said, right, deadlifts. Hate deadlifts. Can't do them properly. First exercise in my program was RDL. And Dan's like,
it's not deadlift.
It's in the name. RDL, deadlift. So I have a reason for hating legs.
So we just don't do any. We don't do any type of deadlifting anymore. It's not allowed. It's just not allowed.
No variation.
Yeah.
You still haven't got around to what you're doing on the cable, Hannah.
I know,
What
I
we
was
doing?
trying to dodge that. I thought I could just sidetrack round. I like a bicep curl, tricep extension, lat raise. Well, that's why I picked cable, because you can kind of do everything on them.
Then we go all way.
Yeah. If
So
I'm
there'd
only
be like
doing
an
2
absolute-
exercises,
Correct. So you then have like an absolute little bro kind of cable curl into tricep extension into lat raise, kind
Yeah.
of triple set. Boom, 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 boom. I
I'm
feel
just
like
like a
that's a
secret
very
bodybuilder at heart.
know.
Secretly, she's a bit of a bodybuilder at
yeah.
heart.
I'll get the bro arms one day. Just keep
Yeah.
chipping away at it.
Keep going.
Has Dan started talking to you about putting cuffs on yet and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a matter of time.
That one's.
Daisy
And it-
chains come out, everything comes out. Why not?
I feel like that's a matter of time for you, definitely. Okay, so if you're going to be training, obviously those exercises, who is going to be your perfect workout partner? Are you going to take anybody in the gym? You can work out by yourself, by the way, or could there be someone unbelievable that you choose to train with
No.
on your dream day, Anna? On your dream day, you're not going to work out with anybody. You're like,
No.
nah,
So don't want anybody else there. Nobody annoying me. If it's a class, it's different. I like a class with people, but me, my podcast, and
You could have the girls from the podcast do a podcast live with you in the gym. They could work out with you.
well, no, because I want to watch that when I'm not working out. Any person that I would want with me, I probably want to see not in the gym when I'm trying to do a workout. So
That's fair. That's fair. Good point.
Very different to Mike last week with he wanted to train with Arnie, as you would.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think a lot of guys would do that. I think a lot of guys would want that though.
would you not
Yeah.
prefer to go for a drink with Arnie though than to train with him? Maybe not.
I don't know. I think I prefer to train with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would, yeah.
I feel he completely outdrink me. He completely outtrain me, to be fair. That's fine.
Insane.
I don't know.
That,
I was like,
out everything you.
it's like, yeah. Yeah, interesting. So by yourself, that's very similar though, isn't it? Like I felt like Amelia and Holly were like, no, I don't want to train with people.
Yeah.
Is that a boy and girl thing? Maybe that's a
Yeah.
so far. That might be a
Yeah,
thing.
well, guys go, as groups, whereas, I think girls, unless it's a class, when we're in the gym. But as well, we don't really, I feel like guys talk about fitness a lot more, and it's like kind of part of your conversation and your group. Girls just don't really do that.
I mean, not between me and Dan. We barely talk about. We do never.
We talk
pretty
about
much
anything
now.
else. We talk about anything else.
We do not talk about like workouts whatsoever. Not once do we rock up to this like speak every week to go good workouts this week. No, like couldn't give a shit. So.
I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. I think in general though, when you look around gyms, guys will train together and talk about like what weight they're gonna put on and how heavy they should lift and like good lift bro and all that shit. Like whereas girls just like don't. They go to more classes just so that they can chat and take their mind off the fact that it's hellish.
Yeah.
I think that tends to be the thing. Yeah. Understandable.
Understandable. All right. So throughout this, so we had you're pre-drink. It sounds like you're gonna get wasted, but you're probably not doing that early. You might be. You might get a little bit of a buzz before going in. I don't know. So is that coffee? Are you doing any pre-workout
No.
before? No, nothing.
The thing is, caffeine doesn't really affect me. I have coffee because I like the taste, but I don't. Yeah, I could have 4 Monsters and not feel that much different.
Hannah's the only person who maxes out her prep subscription every single day. I'm just necking espressos. Didn't you live above? You lived above a prep previously, right?
Yeah. I can't walk 100 meters in any direction and not come across a prep.
That's
There's
literally
about
just
5. Yeah, that's just London. But
that's London. That's why the subscription is so good. Did you just to put that in perspective? Did you get the they did like a Pret Unwrapped? Did you like? It was right. I reckon we probably is similar in terms of how much coffee we drink and how much in theory we save. Just an FYI, guys, the prep subscription is like 5 coffees a day, but you've got to like have half an hour in between getting a new one. But it's like 25 quid a month.
Yeah, that's just for your health. That's not because of Pret worrying about money. That's just because of your health.
Just yeah, so you can have any barista made drink. How
Yeah.
much did you save in
I'm
theory?
trying
If
to
you were
find
paying
the
full
email
price,
here.
if you were paying full price, obviously this is against what you'd be paying. Like
Yeah.
Wait a minute, £25 a month,
£25 a month, and you can get
and
5
you can
a
get
day.
5 any coffees a day.
Correct.
It's like
That's
coffee,
ridiculous.
smoothie, any barista
Yeah.
made drinks. I'm trying to find the email. I can't remember. It was
So-
something ridiculous, like £1,400.
Yeah, mine was like 1100, 1150.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
but the
what?
thing is, I get an Americano. It's the most basic, cheapest drink ever. So it was just by pure volume that mine was that high.
Jesus.
That is mad.
And
But
then
I
I
know-
didn't
Sorry.
but I didn't realize on mine it said I'd had like 18, 19 different drinks. I didn't even know they did that many.
No.
I was like,
Some
did they
roll
count
with some
every
of the-
little variation of different milks?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
like, yeah, and I was just like, and obviously I've given the subscription to like a couple of people who are just like, oh, if you're near a pet, you can use that. That's fine. I don't really mind that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm going to pretend I did that because it makes my coffee
You're like,
just
no,
a
it's all
little
me.
bit better.
All me.
I know
Black
the
Americano
marketing
on coffee.
manager, and she replied to my story, and she was like, "Yeah, I've seen the curve, and you're right at the far end."
Fucking Jesus, yeah.
Oh, there's been other people use that.
But I feel like because you've got the subscription, like I'm probably the same as me. Like if you're just walking home and you see a pret, you're like, I'm just gonna get a hot drink. Like I'll just get a tea or something as I'm walking home, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have that. It's lovely because it just.
What do you have, like
you're
a separate card or
it's-
something? You must have like a card. Is it
It's
a
just a
separate
QR
card?
code, mate. Just a QR code. That's it.
Wow.
It's the most kind of shareable thing that you could possibly have. So you just like screenshot it and send it to someone. You're like, yeah, crack on. It's good. It's good thing to do. All right. During your workout, what are you drinking?
Just water.
Just water.
Yeah.
No flavor drops in there. I feel like you
no.
would be like doing like my protein flavor drops.
Coffee, water, mid workout. Awful. Sounds like the worst
Necking-
thing ever.
All right, jeez. I tend to like go to squash and stuff like that. I carry those little Robinsons like squirty things to put
Yeah.
in because I get bored of water because you have like a whole, was it like 2 liters of that like at least during like clients or whatever. And then yeah, I'm a child. I need a little bit of taste.
About to say, grow up, Tom. Been adult. Come on. Bored of the taste of it. Oh my god.
No, I'm a child at home. Robinson squash is the way forward, but no, when I'm working out, water, anything else just makes me feel a bit sick.
Mhm.
And what are you going to have drink wise post workout? Obviously, you've got your anabolic window, which will be rapidly closing in 30 minutes, right? That's what Dan tells you every single day.
Yeah, definitely.
You're like,
Get the protein in. Well, I feel like after we're probably going to go for brunch, so it'll be some sort of espresso martini, just to really hit
straight
that
onto the alcohol.
anabolic
Wow.
window. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, nothing to drink after until we hit brunch.
Perfect. And this is kind of leads on perfectly. So best post workout meal, where are you going for brunch? Where are you getting your espresso martini? Who are you with? We decided to let you bring 3 people if you really want to like brings 3 people. Paul has mesophobia, so he was just like, I don't want to hear them like speak, like eat. It's like as long as they can sit somewhere else, it's fine. And then what are you having?
Well, this is where it's hard because espresso martinis are high on the priority, and Caravan does the best espresso martinis.
Cool.
But
We can bring in the mixologist from Caravan, and we can take them
amazing.
somewhere
Okay.
else.
So they're coming to Daisy Green, and we're having shakshuka at Daisy Green with Caravan espresso martinis.
Wow, they need to do a mix.
A shakshuka
Mixer.
again. That's the second person that said
Second
that. There's not that
shakshuka?
many.
Very
I
basic.
can't deal with the. I
white
can't deal with
girl.
the. I can't deal with the olives and the
The
feta
olive?
cheese and that.
There's
you
no
can-
olive. There's no olives in shakshuka. There's no
Or
cheese
Oh,
either.
There is one. At the,
What are you
there is
on
one. The one at the golf club here is. That's they're
I've
like a
had that
fucking
one, and
bonkers
yeah,
one.
that's it's not a normal shakshuka. I
Yeah.
think I had in Dubai Hills, and I was like, this is odd.
Is it just? It's just tomato. It's just tomato and eggs, right? And like in a pan.
essentially, yeah, stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can get
Yeah.
so in it, some bread.
You can put like some spinach and stuff in it and stuff
I
like
feel
that.
like that's an addition. I feel like that's not normal.
Yeah, it is. An
Well, we're gonna
addition.
find out.
Olives and cheese are definitely not. normal.
Wow,
It's Turkish, isn't it?
Shakshuka is a dish of eggs poached in a sauce of tomatoes, olive oil, peppers, onion, and garlic, commonly spiced with cumin, paprika, and cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No olives.
Not normally cheese.
Well, there's shakshuka with feta. It says here there's a recipe for shakshuka with
Okay.
feta. So there you go. There's that.
I could see
Not
that.
mine. That has got olives in it as well. So yeah, just saying that's just the one I know. That's why I avoid it like the plague, because the two things I hate and would never eat.
Really?
Ooh,
Feta and
goat's cheese, feta, olives. Ugh, nah, not good.
Yeah, I'm with you on both of those.
Not
You
good
could
at all.
destroy a good
That's why you looked at me so disgusted when I said that about shakshuka. You're like,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I'm having.
Yeah.
No way.
Olives and cheese. The worst day. That's the hell gym day.
Yeah, if you have some chorizo on there, I think that'd be good. Chorizo and some cheddar on top, pretty decent. I'd go with that cheese.
No cheddar. Nothing.
Yeah,
Just-
cheese. Have a bit of cheese on that. Come on, bit of cheese.
just cheddar as well. That's like,
Hannah probably have yogurt on it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Just put some yogurt
Yeah.
on
to be
top.
fair, that would work pretty well. To be fair,
It would
I'd go
work
for
well.
that.
Get coconut yogurt for it at some places. which is
No,
good.
that's wrong. That's wrong.
No, it's
Ruined
good.
it.
You're not putting coconut on anyway. Oh, I had coconut milk or whatever. It's coconut rice milk accidentally at Pratt, and that is the most vile thing ever. That's never gonna
Yeah.
happen. Why is that an option? That's insane.
Any coconut drink. Ugh, just
How is that an option and almond milk isn't? Weird.
yeah. True.
I think that's baffling to me. But who's with you for this? Are you sitting at Daisy Green, or are you going somewhere else? Are you going home? Are you bringing guests? You're allowed 3 people. If you
Yeah.
want to eat with people, no, I don't know. You might want to eat by yourself in a corner, listen to a podcast again.
No, I'm unsociable. I'm not that unsociable. Yeah, we're definitely sitting indie. Oh, you know what? Caravan is actually a nicer place to sit.
But isn't Daisy Green right next to the canal?
Well, it depends what one you go to.
Which one are you going to? I'm thinking of the one in Paddington Basin.
On the boat.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to that one. And we're
You
bringing.
can move
Nick
the boat
Foster.
if you want. You can move the
Caravan.
boat. Try and get it to the Thames. I don't know. That might not be great, but
Yeah. Some bodies floating past it. No, we'll stick in Paddington. Sitting on top of the boat, probably just with some friends. Nothing special.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised none of this has been go back to Scotland in any way.
Did you think that would appear on a
I
dream?
don't know.
Go back to Scotland? No.
Or just go somewhere like, I don't know, coming back, like reminiscing, or like take something from. So like, I think a lot of people would like bring something from their childhood that's like good, or like some food or something like that.
Oh, well, we could have some potato scones with the shakshuka. That
There
would
we go.
yeah.
Potato
But-
scones. I feel like I've only had them up north.
You
They
get
don't-
them.
do
on
they
Bakery
exist here?
Mat. You
Really?
do. There is, but they're called something different. But it is a potato scone. It's in like a green packet. So yeah, have a
What
look.
do you normally have on it though?
Butter and salt.
Just butter and salt. Would you put Marmite on it? Dan's like,
No,
Marmite.
no, nothing with Marmite. Even worse than
yeah.
olives.
No,
No, definitely not. Marmite will be a condiment that's like on the side for me. Definitely, I just dip random stuff in it.
Not happening.
Definitely happening. Right. So as we bring this, because Hannah's actually an important person, we've done this in the middle of the day. Who would be your dream day? So if you were to pick anybody in terms of one actual possible guest that we might be able to get on in the world of fitness influencing that you're in, and one ridiculous guest that you'd want to hear their dream gym day.
Yeah. So someone that you can actually get on who's not in my world of fitness influencing, it's actually probably Dan and Amelia, or your world, Dr. Mike, who
Dr.
I follow
Mike.
on Instagram, and he's hilarious. He's so funny because I feel like he hates the gym, but not for reasons that like personal trainers do because they're just kind of bored of it. He just hates it, but he kind of goes and just moans about it. So I would like to hear his dream gym day. That's
I
hard.
think that's definitely doable. We both know
Yeah.
and speak to him. So yeah.
Yeah, so he needs to be on. And then I feel like my celebrity knowledge is pretty poor. I'm not sure who. I feel like The Rock would be a good. I'd like to hear his dream gym day, or like a gladiator, Wolf from
Wolf
Gladiator.
from Gladiators. That's
Yeah.
a throwback.
I was
From
about to
that.
say, does he still go to the gym now? Can he go to the gym?
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
How old is Wolf from Gladiators? Sorry, I feel like our demographic is definitely our age, so I think people will realise who that is. If you're like listening to this and you're like below 26, you're like, what's going on?
He's now 70.
70.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How old's Gladiators? Is it 25 years ago? He
Oh.
must have been doing it when he was like
He was
45, 50, surely.
He was born in India. Did not know that.
Oh.
On his Wikipedia. He used to run a gym in Bromley. There you go. Maybe his dream gym day would be back in that gym.
Where is he
Mate,
now?
probably.
It
Is he
says
still on?
here, it doesn't say anything about what he's doing now. Oh, he's opened a chain of gyms in New Zealand. So there you
course he
go.
has. So one
70.
thing I think is going to be kind of interesting, we kind of touched upon it a couple of times, and I just want to ask how essentially your dream gym day, as we said at the start, has probably changed from let's say 10 years ago to now, and describe what it would have been and how it's kind of changed, and what has changed in your world for doing that.
So 10 years ago, it would have been a Barry's class, followed by maybe a spin class where you're kind of dancing on the bike to music. And then maybe something a bit more relaxed, like a reformer, or, something not quite as high intensity. But yeah, it would be 2 to 3 classes. Yeah, and now I cannot think of anything worse. Which is Dan's fault. He's turned me the other way around. So yeah, no, I think I just used to kill myself with classes because you kind of got like the instant gratification from it, as in you feel yourself sweating. It was kind of a social scene. You felt like you worked hard, even if you hadn't really got much out of it. And then just from going away from that and realizing that actually I don't need to be killing myself with all these cardio classes, and I can actually get so much better results from just doing a bit of strength training, which feels so much more relaxed and chilled. Probably shouldn't. Dan's probably like, yeah, you're not working hard enough. But yeah, there was just so much more that I was able to get out of that than I ever did from killing myself in all these classes. And then it's funny how you can get the better physique results and be able to enjoy so much more outside the gym as well, alongside that, when you're not, just exhausting yourself every day. So
I think that's the thing for you. Like for you, the fascinating thing has always been like the hard bit for me for coaching you has always been, I knew you'd get to this point, but in that first year, you don't believe it and you question everything. You're like, I'm still not seeing it. I'm still not seeing any changes. It's like I showed you like last check-in, when you see your progress, you're like, oh shit, yeah, actually that is actually better than what I was doing before. And it just takes time, and it takes that belief in the system, and then all of a sudden you actually start to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Because I think you've probably got a physique now that you're aspiring to get then by doing those classes, and it was like, well, you're never going to do it. It was never going to happen because it was the wrong stimulus. But you don't know. You don't know at that point because you just follow the trends. You follow these things, and the trainers at the front are looking that good, and you're like, well, they're doing it and they're doing the class, and it's just, again, it's the whole way the industry's built, right? So yeah, it's good. It's good to see it. And I think you're probably eating more than you have done before as well previously in terms of that as well, and like I said, a bit more relaxed around all that. So yeah, it's I think before your dream gym day wouldn't have finished with a brunch and espresso martinis and all that sort of stuff. It would have been something far more fitness, shall we say?
Yeah, that's where it would have been the protein shake and the post-anabolic window.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, definitely changed for the better.
Yeah,
100%.
that's why I think it was interesting that we were like, yeah, let's get Hannah on, because I think you have come from a little bit of a journey, especially, and it's completely changed of what people, even our like Dream Gym Day has definitely changed in the last 10 years, but you're kind of proof that stuff gets better as well. So you can get the results that you need to without, kind of not wasting time, but you've gone through that kind of, thing. You probably don't train as many times as well, right? I'm assuming.
No, not at all. And even when I see Dan's training, if he's on the assault bike, I'm like, no, don't put that in my training. Don't talk about how great that feels. I'm like, yeah, that's for you, not for me. We're sticking with slow weights is all I want. And some yoga.
It's beautiful. It lays into the 80% rule. Keep working at 80%, you probably get most of the time all the way there at some point. So people just who end up doing classes try to just kind of spinning a wheel and never quite getting there, because you're never going to lift. Nobody's allowed to shift like heavy loads in those classes, right? Really, you're like, all right, well, you're never going to progress. You're going to plateau completely, and then it's like you just step away. You can still do the class if you really enjoy it, but let's spend some quality time doing this other stuff. So, perfect, awesome, Hannah. Thank you for completing your Dream Gym Day. Let's run through it, see if you're happy, see if you have to make any changes. So obviously protein shake or protein bar, you're going cake, completely up north. You're going AM, 10 a.m. or 10:30, 11, somewhere. You're going to rock up at some point, which is fine. Workout attire. Oh, we didn't go through that. I totally missed that. You've got 1 minute to fill out your workout attire. I feel like this would have been the longest thing. I'm assuming it's going to be all branded for the company you work for.
Vuori. It's probably going to be black leggings, black sports bra, on running trainers, not for running, just for wearing. Yeah, that's it. Very easy.
Beautiful. I bought on running trainers because I saw Hannah's, and then I tried to find Hannah's and realized that on Sort Your Lives Out on, because the girls do black on black like you've got.
Yeah.
And so the black on and then the black shoe. The guys, you can't get it. What is that about? Don't understand. And like black on black, that's totally my thing. Absolutely fine. But I have to get white on black.
I was going to say,
or silver on black.
A little white strip.
Really annoying. I was just like, no, I don't want it. I want it to like be as minimalist as possible. So they're annoying. You're listening to podcasts. One of Dan's favorites. Are you going to blare it across the gym as well, so everybody else can listen, or is it just going to be in your head?
No, they're the kind of podcasts that if my AirPods fall out and it starts blaring, I'm like, stop.
Beautiful. Workout partner, you're going to train by yourself. You're not going to do a warm-up because Dan doesn't write any. And then exercise, you're going pull-ups, and then cable machine, you're doing basically an arm workout on that. Drink coffee during, water post, espresso martini, and then post-workout meal, shakshuka, not one that Dan made, which is great, at Daisy Green, and then bringing Caravan mixologist to Daisy Green, because you're going to sit on a boat and that's better. So do that with friends, which is decent. And you're gonna. The second opinion was like The Rock was what Mike said as well, wasn't it?
How was it?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good day. Good little look. Awesome. Happy with that, Hannah? I'm
happy. Solid choice.
Happy. Beautiful. Dan, anything left to say?
No, not from me. Thanks for coming on, Hannah. Obviously. I speak to you all the time anyway, but thanks for
yeah, I know. Dan's like,
I won't bother checking in this week.
Second day tomorrow anyway, so you'll talk to each other in a bit. All right, thank you so much for coming on, Hannah. Absolute pleasure. Go do some fitness influencing. I'm sure you've got plenty of that to do, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you next week.